Well, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about compound today. Yes, we are, man. We already hit $103. That's a pleasant surprise. Last I saw we were at like 95, so here I am talking about it, and it's going down. I love that. Yeah, we could find some turbulence here, guys. We hit $103. We're at that $100 psychological level of resistance. Sure, we could absolutely keep going through, but look at the RSI. We're at about a 95, 94, like. We're pretty hot. Absolutely, it would not be crazy at all to pull back a little bit from here. Now, do I think it's going to pull back dramatically? Probably not. Probably not. Let's see here. Top relative high to low here. You might pursue prices just a little bit higher to like $110 maybe today. Maybe. At the best case scenario, you do what Bitcoin did with whenever it was faced with its 1272. You consolidate around this area, and then you break up higher. But likely, what's going to happen is you'll tip it. You might not even tip it. You don't have to, but I would think you do. You're so close. You would tip it, and you pull back at least to your 100 and then move up, which is at $86. Or all the way down to your 886, which is at $77, or even to your 786, which is at $70. I don't think that we would go to the 618. I don't think we would. So I'm going to leave it there at anywhere from $70 to $86 is where I think we're going to pull back to. Again, unless we consolidate up in this area for a little while, which we could do. But being that we just broke out, it wouldn't be crazy to touch back around the area that we broke out, right? Which is over here at about $63, $65. I don't think we'd hit the 618, but we don't have to go down there. We literally could actually tip this 786 area, go a little bit below it. That is a previous area high right there, really near this area of resistance here as well. If I delete this fib, you can see that we even had a little bit of resistance here where we tipped it and then went down, right? So finding support on $70 could be something that we're looking to do in the rather immediate term. That does not mean sell. I'm not selling. How big of a drop is that? Again, it's not like super significant, but I mean technically from top to bottom, that's a 32% drop. If you're in your head, you're thinking like, oh man, 32%. If I have $100, it'll go down to $66. A little bit more than that technically, but let's call it 66. Let's say it's 33%, $66. If I sell it here, I could buy it for 30% cheaper instead of letting it go down and then come back up. I can be so smart. What if it doesn't? What if you're silly and it just continues to grow? What if it doesn't care that it's at an 81 on the weekly RSI, on a 94 and 95 on the daily RSI? It can go higher, and it can do it without you if you sell here. So the risk, in my opinion, of selling and trying to play the game is not worth it. And I'm only saying that, I'm only being so descriptive on that because I am pretty damn convinced that we're going to turn around from these areas. If that's not the high, we go up a little bit higher to about 110, and then we turn around. We're at a previous area of support here, previous areas of support here, around the 1272. It would make sense. We just had a nice move up. We pull back a little bit, but it's going to be very quick, you guys. It's going to be very, very quick. The slowest thing that I could see happen right now would be if we consolidate around the 1272. If we do that, it could be like a week or two or three that we consolidate around here. Maybe it's just 1 or 2 weeks, but we consolidate around here, then we'd move up. If we don't see an immediate rejection, then we could move up without correcting too much. But we don't know that yet. That's neither here nor there. We have more time. We might not even hit that level. Again, we could pull back to any of these levels that I've illustrated before. Again, we could go below 70, but I think around 70 is like the lowest. Genuinely, I'm thinking that. We could go a little bit below 70, but genuinely speaking, I'm thinking this might be a temporary area to pull back. Do not mistake that for me saying I think it's a good time to sell. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor, but in no way or at all am I saying sell here. I'm saying if you're looking to buy, because I had a few of you who are asking if I think it's a good time to buy, if it's too late or any of that. I don't think it's too late to buy. I do think it might be too early to buy right now. It's too late to buy in comparison to this, but compared to where we are now, it might be too early. I think if you wait, you will get lower prices, 30% prices, 30% lower prices, 20% lower prices, maybe at least 10% lower prices, right? But something lower than this, okay? Maybe you don't pull all the way back to 70. Maybe you pull back to your 100 level at the 86% area, or the $86 area. From the current price, we would pull back 13%. That's still a solid discount. Okay, so don't FOMO. This is not the area to FOMO. If you want to get in, cool. If you want to buy here, if you want to FOMO, cool. Go ahead, do it. Do not sell if it goes down here. You want to buy here, you want to have the impatience and buy here, okay, do it. You didn't want to buy here whenever I was making videos down there, whenever it was consolidating for a long time and it hadn't broken out yet, when it was starting to show signs you didn't want to buy here, that's okay. If you want to buy here, right up here in this area, that's okay still, because I think we're going to go much higher than this. I think that you will more than double your money from here in a very short amount of time. Not financial advice. But if you have the impatience to buy here, you better start learning to have patience if and when the price goes down here, okay? Do not panic sell. Please do not buy up here and then sell down here. Please don't do that. Please don't do that, okay? That's all I'm asking. I'm not, and none of that's financial advice. I'm not asking you to do anything specifically with your money. I guess I'm just asking you what not to do, which is do not buy high and sell low. I'm not a financial advisor, but that should be financial advice, right? Do not buy high and sell low. If you buy high, hold the low, buy more the low, wait for more price go, sell high, even sell higher high. Like don't buy high and sell low, man. We're at 99.25. We're getting ready for a pullback, a little correction, a little consolidation, a little wig wag zigzag. Let's call it a pullback. Consolidation, maybe. I don't think we're going to consolidate. If we do, it's not going to be long lived. We consolidated long enough. We're getting ready to run, guys. We're really going to run probably up to this 270 area. Anywhere between 230 to 300 is my personal target, with a maximum potential of $600. We're at $99 now. Is it too late? No. But I do think it's a little too early. I think as of right now, relatively speaking, it's a little too early. I think if you wait more, you will see prices at lower, at more of a discount. Where if you want to add more, if you want to get in and you feel like you missed the ship, it's going to come back a little bit. Is it a good area to buy here? I don't think so. 4 hour looks really strong. Daily looks really strong. Volume is dying off as we're building. There's all the signs there, man. It would make sense to pull back from here. Again, we could go up to 110. Do not FOMO. If we do that, don't FOMO. Do not do that, man. Don't do it. Just don't do it. When we go down here, do not panic sell. Don't do it. It's normal. It's healthy. We want to see that. We want this daily RSI to cool off, because when it cools off, we're not going to stop here on the next pass. We're going to stop at 150, 160, 170, up here. And then we're going to cool off again. And then we're going to go up to 250. That's just how it's going to work. So patience, my friends, patience. We are still just getting started. And I know, man, when you have a week that's up 43% like this, that's nice, right? It's really nice. Whenever we're going up day after day after day, it's nice. We're probably going to have some red days in the coming days. This literally could be the top. If it's not the top, we're very, very near it. And by no means at all am I saying sell. I'm not selling a dime. I'm not selling a dime, because you never know when we could just see a ridiculous day like that, okay? And it could happen. I don't care how hot we are. We could go up higher. We could get hotter. In no way, shape, or form am I advocating a sell here. I'm definitely not advocating a buy either. But if it does happen to go up here, you better not buy the high too, man, because maybe it does pull back from there, and maybe it is at a higher price, but that's still a better place to buy than this. Even though it's higher, that's still a better place to buy, because at least you got your pullback. The reason why it's not a good time to buy here is because you never know when you could get that pullback, and you're going to be in an emotional state whenever you do that. If you buy the high and you write it down 30%, you're going to be, if you're emotional enough to buy the high, I would bet money you're going to be emotional enough to feel like selling if we go down. Don't try to play the game. Any buy you make with this, plan to hold it for a little bit. I'm planning to hold it for over a year, right? Like even from now, over a year. There's some of it that I'll probably sell once we get to like that 232 to 300 area. A little bit, just a little bit. I'm going to rotate it into other cryptos, but like very much just a little bit. So, see, I'm talking about selling it and it's going up. So maybe that's the secret. We just need more people to fade this thing and get phased out, because I think it wants to move up higher. But man, that's all I'm talking about today. It's not a whole lot of TA. It's mainly more of a PSA. Yes, I think there will be better times to sell. Yes, even if today closes here and tomorrow we close at 110, 115, I still think there will be better prices to buy than here, okay? This is not a good place to sell. $80 will not be a good place to sell. $70 definitely not a good place to sell. A good place to sell, in my opinion, will be above $200. None of this is financial advice. Again, this is all my opinion. This is based off of Fibonacci, the Fibonacci retracement tool, and off of historical data that we have, right? Off of my, I don't know what to call it, my abilities to do technical analysis. I don't want to say skills. I got 6 skills, man. No, that's. I'm just saying, based off of my 6 skills, I don't think it's a good time to buy. I definitely don't think it's a good time to sell. I do think we have higher to go. I think we have been moving up. We've broken out. We've seen a nice little bit of growth this week, and it's going to take a little bit of a breaky poo. We're going to move back a little bit. Don't be scared. Buy more if you want to. And then we're going to go up more. You think that this week was fun, right? I think we've got more fun weeks ahead of us, okay? I think we do. We're at 45% right now. If we come down over the coming days, that'll cool off this RSI a little bit. It'll cool off the daily RSI. We will have bigger weeks than this week, okay? We will. But just not yet. Not yet. We're really close, guys. We're really close. If you could be patient for 2 years, I know you can be patient for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, okay? I know you can. I'm not saying that I think it's going to be 4 weeks that we're going to be boring and moving down. It's probably going to be a week or 2, if that even. But, sometime by the end of March, we really could see prices up at $300. We could see prices at $230. It could be sometime by the end of March, genuinely speaking. So here we are on the last day of February. Actually, technically, it's the beginning of March, isn't it? Isn't it? Nope. It's the last day of February. Oh, it is the last day of February right now, yeah. Because it's the 29th. We're in a leap year, yeah. So we got a whole month ahead of us. 31 days. It's a long month at that. And I don't know, man. With that, I leave you. So is it a good time to buy? One more time. No, probably not. Not 45% up in a week. It's probably not. But if you can buy here and withstand potentially, because we don't know. I'm saying this as if I'm like very confident this is going to happen, but I don't know that it's going to happen. If you buy here, do not panic sell down here, please. Do not, please, for yourself, man. Like, I'm like genuinely. If you can't stand it, you want to buy up here, go for it. We're probably going to double this or more, okay, in a very short amount of time. It's not, I understand your reasons for buying, but you need to have a real talk with yourself. If you're going to buy here, you didn't buy down here. You're having emotions right now. You are FOMOing at the top. So if you're going to do that, you need to realize you are emotional, and it's okay. People want to act like you can't have emotions. That's not true. I used to say that myself, and it's like, no. We are human beings. We have emotions. It happens. You're going to have emotions. You're going to be emotional, okay? When you're watching something go up without you, when you buy the top and it drops, you're going to be emotional. Do not act on those emotions. Recognize them. Don't act like they don't exist. Don't act like you're some kind of stone rock. Like you can act like a rock, but you're not a rock. You're a human being. You're going to have emotions. Let them flow over you. Let them flow through you. Do not act on them. Don't ignore them. Acknowledge them. Acknowledge them because they are a sign that you should not do what you think you should do, okay? It's like an anti-sign. It'll make you feel like you're doing the wrong decision, but whatever that, when you're super emotional in this game, do the wrong decision, right? If you're feeling like, I need to buy, do the wrong decision. Don't buy, and then you'll be rewarded. If you're down here and it's like, I need to sell, go against that and make the wrong decision within yourself, but it's actually the right decision within this chart. I hope that makes sense. I know I'm going on like a weird philosophy here, but really what I'm trying to say, guys, is, again, one more time, say it with me. Say it with me. Here we go. You ready? Not a good area to buy. Not a good area to sell. If we're patient, if we wait, then everything will be well. All right. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you all for coming. I'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.